Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on? Nick with Us versus Herd. How you doing? Happy Monday. Came off the short week yesterday. Just gonna try to get going here. Last week, honestly, was a kind of frustrating week for me to trade, but it was a profitable week. I kind of at the end of Friday I added up. I'm like, hey, I did better that I thought I did. I added up my profits. I'm like, what the heck? I think the misconception was because I was getting stopped out a lot. When I get stopped out a lot, mentally you think that you're doing poor, but you actually are. If you're keeping your losses small in this market and your wins are bigger, you could have a lot of losses. It's okay. You can get stopped out a lot. Your win percentage rate could go way down as long as your wins are bigger than your losses. And that's kind of what in this market that you're reminded of is that you do want a high winning percentage rate. You do. But as a day trader in this market, I don't think that it's I just don't think it's possible, to have a high win rate without getting stopped out so much. If you're conserving your capital, if you're just kind of letting things ride up or down, you're exposing yourself to a lot of risk. Because honestly, like some days, we saw last week where we on the NASDAQ, we were ripping up, and then 2 minutes it went down like 50, 75 points, right? And that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. If you're here right now, say what's going on. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing? Got some exciting things in store for the week here. Make some announcements later, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna kind of change the pace of things around here a little bit. Get more back into the live streams. Focus more on the live streams. Make better content. But going into this week, what we're looking at is. Tomorrow, the big event this week is CPI. So tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, excuse me, is going to be the CPI. We got a bunch of stuff. So, I wouldn't be surprised if today we're kind of just like chopping. Are you gonna want to be putting on a lot of risk before the CPI? And I agree. I do, like, my personal opinion, I do think that CPI will be cooling. We saw multiple retailers, Walmart, Target, slashing prices, oil's down. I think nat gas is down. We can look that up in a minute here, but prices have been going down. Like we've been seeing that, right? So the question is, have they been going down enough? Are we kind of topping out here? And we don't know what the market's going to do, right? If let's say CPI goes down, inflation goes down, and then the market sells off hard. That's gonna be a big problem. That's gonna be a big problem. So if CPI comes in hot, which I don't really expect it to in the market. We haven't heard anything from the White House in the last couple of times. The White House has been honestly giving us a warning of what's going to happen. The White House has been saying, I'll be honest, the White House has been doing a good job, like, notifying us that bad report's going to come out. They're like, oh yeah, CPI is going to come in hot, and then it comes in hot, right? So, I think that's the good thing. This week we also have a bunch of data coming out on Thursday. We have a bunch of data. Let's see, we got producer price index on Wednesday. So, we got quite a bit of data going on. Going on. We got another Jeff here. HH, what's going on? Do you have a mental stop, or do you have it set when entering the trade? If you watch me trade, I put a stop in immediately. If it's not automatic, I always put a stop in. And the reason why I put a stop in is because I realize that if I don't put a stop in, that opens the door up for me to say, oh, I'm already down this much. Maybe I'll go, it's okay. I'll go down a little bit more. And then sooner or later, you're stacking these big losses. It's better for me to take the L and get back in. And that's what I found. Like last week I had a day. What was it? I don't even remember what day it was, but I remember it was a day. I lost like 4 trades in a row on the NASDAQ. And I did one more trade, and that trade paid for all those losing trades and then put me in the green. So, you know, I guess it's different. Like if you're day trading, it's kind of different, right? If you're day trading, you're gonna get stopped out more. If you're not day trading, you're not gonna get stopped out as much because you have more time for things to work out, you know. But if you're day trading like aggressively, like I am, then yes, expect to get stopped out in this market like left and right. So I trade. So I chart on Thinkorswim. I trade I trade futures on Ninja Trader, which I have an announcement about that later. But for right now, we're just gonna roll with it. Market's about to open, and I trade options on Tasty Trade. So kind of a mixed bag. I go with the platform that works the best for me. Options, Tasty works great for me. I do have a couple positions on here. I am short Mara. Which looks like it's gonna be gapping up here. I have a small position on here. It's worth like $100. Not a big deal. SoFi, I'm selling premium tomorrow. SoFi, I have some calls on here. I have the 6.5 calls. These are from last week. SoFi's moving up a little bit here. UVXY, I am short a naked put that I'm probably gonna get a sign on. You know, right now I'm short the 10 put, and it's for this week expiration. So I'm most likely gonna get assigned the shares here. I'm gonna have to buy these shares at $10. My cost basis cost me 56 cents. So my cost basis on this is like $9.46. So I mean, not that bad. If I lose a little bit on here, I'll probably. If UVXY gets crushed today, I might lose like $100 or so. But if UVXY kind of stays around in this range, I might lose like $45-$50. You know. So we'll kind of see kind of how my speed is right now. My speed right now, I look at the futures, then I look to try to get into some options contracts and just try to keep it simple. I mean that's pretty much it, you know. If you're trading options, the only time I wouldn't use a stop is if I'm using the contract price as a stop loss. Yeah, options trading. I use a stop it too. I use a stop on everything here. All right, market's gonna open here. Let's take a look at some of these charts here. What we got here? So we got Nasdaq. Kind of moving up here. Gapping up. Nasdaq gapping up above the 50-day moving average. So that's interesting here. SPY 408. SPY 408. SPY 408. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I mean, things are looking kind of bullish, but just be careful. Like things are looking, we're getting above some of these moving averages, but you wanna be careful. CW, what's going on? What's up? Let me look at these hourly charts real quick here. So hourly charting here. So we got some overnight support on the Nasdaq at 650. 750 is where it topped out. So we got a 100-point range here. We kind of see how it goes here. ES 4080 overnight support here. So we got to break through these. We got to break through these up in here. So we got to be careful. I'm not going to rush it today. I mean, today's Monday. Let's take it easy. Let's set up for a good week. Meta's coming down a little bit here. Tesla 300. 5% is tight. Yeah, I mean, it kind of if you're trading like leveraged, if you're just trading stock, you know, 5% is fine. But if you're trading futures or options, the 5% you're gonna have a hard time with, you know. I would on options I would try like a 10% because like the way especially if you're trading weeklies, the price like fluctuates so fast and so much, you know. All right, let's see. Let's line the shot up here. Good trades only today. 5% only on 10 contracts. Yeah, I mean it kind of depends on what you're doing. Like if you're scalping by seconds, I mean that's fine. All right. Markets opened up in here. See what we're doing. Kind of stretch out a little bit. Crack the neck. All right, so I'm gonna let the you know, kind of the opening range develop here. Kind of see what we're gonna do. Like I said, I'm not rushing to get into a position here, and honestly, I'm a little bit tired of trying to wake up. So had a big weekend. All right, Nasdaq above VWAP here. What about Royal Caribbean? I don't know. I'll take a look at them later. Let's try to land some trades here, Tobin. Let's try to. So what I'm looking for right now, I'm looking for some trades in the Nasdaq futures. What I'm looking for, and then I'm gonna look at some options trades. But right now, I'm looking to get into some futures contracts right now. Okay, so we got the opening range set. First minute's gone by. So we got what is this? 740 is the 741 and 720. I don't know. Like this market, I probably would have entered long here already, but this market kind of gave me like PTSD to like kind of wait a little bit, because what happens is it'll go up, then it'll go straight down, then it'll go up, then it'll go straight down, then it'll go up, then it'll go straight down. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Well, we're gonna look for some safe trades here. There's always gonna be another opportunity. Yeah, probably should have went long here, but it's not looking very strong, you know. We'll see. I mean, SPY's ripping pretty good. Nasdaq's ripping pretty good, but let's just see. Nvidia's going up, Amazon's going up, Microsoft's going up. Short Meta. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I would see if we could retest 170 on Meta before trying to reshort. You know, kind of depends what happens here. Like, if the Nasdaq is ripping, we're gonna have some trouble shorting. But yeah, Meta looks good. If we can get, like, if Meta could go 170, might be a short, but. Kind of chilling in this range. Not bad at all. So the high here, opening range 741.25 above VWAP. So let's see. Let's see. I like Amazon and Toby. My main concern is that we've been running hot. Like, I'm not trying to like short. I'm just trying to like for me on a Monday right now, I'm just trying to, you know, get my spider senses and really try to focus. I mean, I like this gap up above the 50-day moving average right now on the Nasdaq. That's what I like. Now, the concern will be is if it rejects here and we come back under, which is 120 points from here, which would be a pretty good sell. I can try a position in here. I mean, looks like we're about to pop off here. See if we can get a dip down to like 750, 740. We'll see. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes because this thing is. Well, you guys been trading this market. You know how it is. You know how it is here. You know. So, you know, it's kind of struggling around these overnight high areas here. Let's just be patient. Yeah, Meta's struggling a bit here. One thing I do like to do is short Meta. I do like a good short on Meta. Volatility starting to kick up a little bit here, so let's just be careful. I'm just gonna be careful. I'll know when the time is to enter, and time is not right now. Time is not right now. So it's back under the opening range on the Nasdaq. So this is what I mean. Like you'll get a spike up and then it'll come right down. This happens like every single open. It reverses like 47 times and stops you out. So you'll make some money here, then it come down, get stopped out. Make some money here, get stopped out. Pushes back up. Like this same thing happens to me every single day. So I've just been trying to be patient, because like what they do here is like you just get stopped out. They accumulate losses, and sure, in the end you'll win. Like in the end I'll be fine. Like in the end I'll make money. But I think it's more about keeping my frustrations controlled, you know? I mean, it might be a good time. I don't know. I just want to see what kind of develops here. Maybe we'll wait another, gonna wait another 10 minutes or so. Neo. Let's see, Neo. Is it doing numbers? Oh man, Neo's back above 20. Up 8%. Nice. I kind of stopped trading Neo because of all the China stuff, you know? Like all the China news has been making these kind of companies hard to trade, like Baba, Baidu, JD. I've pretty much stopped trading Chinese companies just because of the overnight news. And even if you like the long, you know, it's just hard to trade China companies with everything going on in China and the US. And you know they're set to make more chip announcements and stuff like that. Like I don't need that kind of drama in my life right now. You know, I'm just trying to make a little bit of money in the market. I'm just this is what I mean. Like it didn't give enough juice here. Didn't give enough juice, and that's why it pays to be patient. Because I probably would have went long. I may have made some money on like 1 or 2 contracts, but then I would have got stopped out. But it didn't really give us what we needed here. You got VIX kind of spiking up here. That's not good. Get a little VIX spike. I mean, it's good for my UVXY position, but not good if I'm trying to get in long right now. And honestly, like it was kind of weak overnight. You know, we had overnight the Nasdaq gap up, it faded, and then we had this kind of pump early in the morning, and now we're just. And like I said, like today might be like people are just relaxing before CPI, you know? Like, do you really want to load up before CPI? You know, I mean, you might have your convictions, but at the end of the day, you don't know what's in the report. You just don't know. They're kind of chopping it right now. So if you're here watching right now, say what's up. Let me know how you guys are doing. How was your weekend? Well, we're kind of waiting for things to develop here because you know, I'm not getting suckered. I'm not getting suckered. Let's see here. These SoFi contracts are starting to come through a little bit here. This thing running? See, I got a small position here, nothing big, you know. Well, I guess, you know, I don't really like the follow through right now. We're kind of. Gold is interesting, Alex. You like gold? Man, I don't remember the last time I actually traded gold. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I trade more. I don't trade Bitcoin a lot, but I trade Bitcoin more than like gold. All right, we might get a little.
Order
I'm gonna go in
filled.
one contract here. So we're gonna see if we get a little pump action here. I got one contract working. I might close it out early if it's kind of struggling here. We got 10 points on it. See if we can get it. Come on. No. All right, I'm
Order
just gonna close
filled.
it out. It was a short little trade. We're probably gonna get a pump. I like the first 15 minutes. They stopped me out like it's their job. So I'm gonna take the 10 points. I got like 9 points off that 8 points, which is good. Got in a little late, but it's probably gonna pump. I'm just really kind of concerned about this area, right here. We need to kind of bust through it and then buy the dip. That's what I'm looking for. Bust through this area, buy the dip. They're tapping the upper end now, so that's good. Okay, there we go. So I mean, I took a small win there. What did I make on that? I'm trading M and Q, so I'm only making. Oh, there we go. There's a nice. Probably should have been patient with it, but I don't want to get. All right, so I made like $35. All right. You know, sometimes on a Monday you need those little like confidence boosters, you know. So the question, so if this is bullish, you know, we should get another little dip and then another rip. That's kind of what I'm looking for, you know. Get a little dip, get a little rip, but like I don't like how we just like catapult. And I got in a little late. I got in at 53. It probably should have bought like 50, 45 area. That's probably where I should have bought. Probably would have hit my targets. I had a 20 point take profit on that, 10 point stop loss. But I took the 8 points. So sometimes I just get out. You know, the morning's a little dicey. And honestly, like, we're kind of moving a little slow. Like, you guys feel like we're moving slow right now? Because, I mean, SPY's just sitting here. That's the other reason I don't want to get stuck. Let's see what happens. All right, Meta's coming up on that 170 target we were talking about. Meta's pushing up. Let's see. Take a look at this. What you guys long or short here? The other thing is like on the daily chart, it's hard to get short like at these levels. You know what I mean? But like, if you look at Meta, you know it gets rejected pretty hard. Might fill this little gap here. So this gap, 171 to 175 area. SPY's looking like it's going in. All right. Can we get a little pump? I mean, this is kind of like, honestly, I feel like it's kind of a weak open. I mean, compared to last week, I mean, this thing was going every direction, every open. We're going up, we're going down, we're going up, we're going down. And then, you know, today we open, it's kind of like calm, where it's kind of like peaceful, which kind of like, it kind of plays with your mind a little bit. You're kind of like, yo, are they gonna F me up or what? You know, like, you know, and honestly, I'm still waiting for it to break these levels here. I'm still waiting for it. It broke these levels, came back down. So I'm still waiting here. Like I'm not full in. That's why I took my profits. I'm not full in here. You know, I made my $40, my $35. I'm chilling. I'm looking for my next opportunity. I don't know if I want to play calls or puts, because if I trade some options here, I might be in them for the next couple hours or so. So if I buy some options, when I trade options, I'm in it for a little bit longer. Meta trying to harness their inner Apple with Meta Connect coming up with announcing new headsets. Yeah, no, I just like for me with Meta and the metaverse, honestly, like I mean, I'm probably like what you call a boomer now. Like I don't at all want, you know, I don't ever want to live like this. We're already living like this, you know? Oh, sorry. Texting wifey. So I already live with the phone right here in charts all the time. Last thing I need to be like, I don't need an immersive experience. Like I'm trying to, you know. We saw the meta products at like Costco. My son's like, "Hey, you gonna buy this?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Why not?" I'm like, this is where parents and kids start to. That's how you become an old man. All right, come on. So we do have a declining ad here. So I mean, this is declining, so it's kind of not good. So I mean, kind of like we go and we can see if we can level this out here and get this pump up a little bit. We're just not doing anything. It's okay. I can be patient. I got it all day. I mean, ideally, I want to just trade like the first hour here. Microsoft's not looking great. Never lose curiosity. I mean, I'm doing a lot. You know what I mean, Alex? Like, I'm trading. I also run an MSP business in the Chicagoland area. I'm live streaming, making YouTube content. Like, I'm always on. Like, the problem is I'm always on the computer. Like, I'm always on it. So Microsoft kind of. I don't know. Yeah, Derek, I agree, man. Like, this is looking kind of sus. We got VIX chopping right now. VIX is chopping up and down. Might have broke 170. All right, we got ad starting to turn around here though, so we need ad to push up here to see if we can make some highs here, push through some of this stuff. So nice little turnaround here, 1700 up to 1770. Let's see, is SPY going 410? Man, that 390 bounce on SPY was ridiculous. Like, you guys play that? I mean, I traded that. It was nice. That 390 bounce on SPY was the play. Like, it retested SPY 390. If you didn't get in on that, man, that was the play of like the month. SPY 390. All right, we're making some highs here. Okay, so we're pushing through here. This kind of like get above this stuff. Let's see what we're doing. The problem that I have is just like it's running very slow. The inventor of VR says the best part of VR is when you take off the glasses and better recognize the beauty of the real world. I have a hard time recognizing the beauty of the real world as it is, my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm having a hard go. Like, are they trying to suck in some longs here to sell into tomorrow? What do you guys think? Come on. I mean, this is kind of. I mean, we got, like, if we're looking down here, we got some positive delta stacking up. So if you guys don't know, I am stacking over order flow on top of these candles. So I'm understanding what the order flow is going right here. I'm looking at positive deltas in terms of order. So we do have positive deltas, but they're weak. They're not that strong. They're kind of low range, I would say. So that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some momentum here. Like, as a day trader, you're looking for momentum. Like, where's the momentum right now? And it's just sitting. And all it does is take one candle to pop you out. It's because you live in Chicago. Bro, I went down. So yesterday, I went downtown. What happened was, like, my son was devastated because they canceled his field trip to the Field Museum like 3 times, and they finally canceled it indefinitely. They said we're not doing it because they couldn't find a bus driver, couldn't get the buses to take him there. So we're like, okay, we'll take you down to the Field Museum downtown. We went down there yesterday. Forgot that was also the Bears game. Not only was it the Bears game, it's pouring buckets. It's literally pouring rain, right? It's pouring rain. We're wading through all these people because if you're not from Chicago, you don't know. The Field Museum is right next to. Hold on, I'm gonna try to take a trade here. Let's see if we can. Let's see if is it gonna bounce it. All right, we'll try it.
Order filled.
We'll try it. Got a tight stop loss in here. So we'll kind of see what happens. So they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back down under it, aren't they? Nasdaq's not getting the momentum here that. Well, if I get stopped out here, I'll be pretty much break even for the day, and we'll chill. See what happens. They haven't stopped it out yet. So, anyways, as this trade is working, I'll talk about it. So we park in the parking garage. We're pushing through. Got the kids, we're doing the thing, and we're walking next to Soldier Field. Chicago Bears are in there. Everyone's brought in there. We're trying to get around. And up from this, we start smelling this like terrible, terrible smell. We're like, man, this is, we smelled sewage before, but this is pretty bad, right? So we get to a place and there's just like black water everywhere. We're like, what in the world? And then we look ahead from the sewers, like a geyser spewing up was sewage right out of the sewer, just spraying upward like it was the centimeter or something. It was like we were like distraught. We're like, what the heck is happening here? So it was like, I agree, it's not a beautiful city, and the Bears want to move out, and they should move out of Soldier Field immediately. All right. So we're going, like, typically, like, we're moving a lot more in the mornings, and we're going at a snail's pace, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's looking good. It's looking safe, but I agree. I mean, Chicago, not a beautiful city, especially when it's raining or snowing or any type of weather. Like, that was jacked up. Come on. Push these highs. Man, Meta's up to almost 171. What was that dip earlier on Meta? Come on. I don't know if it's going to give it to me. I was seeing that before down here, and it did, but it's just taking forever. Up like 7 points on this. How can you set the chart? How can I set the chart? What are you trading on? Are you talking about Ninja Trader? Come on. So we got SPY 410. We got, we're making highs here. We're pushing the highs today, but we're freaking, this is, I'll just be patient. I'm in profit right now, so let's just be patient. The biggest thing is, like, are they going to flush me out here? That's like kind of what I'm thinking about. Like, are you going to flush me out? You're going to give me the 20 points. So I'm going to be taking a profit at 20 points here, and then I'll have a runner if we can get some momentum here. But this thing is like not giving any momentum. So these charts, Frank, I'm using the KISS indicator, KISS indicator, to overlay this order flow. I don't get paid for them or anything. It's just what I like to use when I'm trading futures. Kind of helps me out visualize. I'm a very visual learner. I have to see it, and this helps me And that's why I like Tasty Works so much, because you can overlay like the options. All right, come on, give it to me, give it to me. 20 points, come on.
Order
All right.
filled.
All right, so I hit the 20-point target. We got a runner, so I'm just gonna chill now, see what happens. Can't lose on this trade. So this is actually going pretty well. So had a decent trade, made like 8 points this first one, just made 20 points on this other contract, and right now I have a runner. So if it pulls back, it could pull back. But now I like that we're above this resistance here. We're above the overnight resistance. Let's see if people can pile in. I mean, we got SPY looking good. Apple's looking good. Man, Meta I'm not shorting anything right now. No sir. So I'm up 30 points on that contract right now. Let's get it, Derek. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I like this. I like this momentum for Monday. I like it. So now I'm up on that contract. So that's what I mean. Like, it's okay to get stopped out. When I was talking about this morning, it's okay to get stopped out if your wins are going to be bigger than your losses. Like, if I take 10-point loss, but my wins are 20, 30 points, I mean, we're good. We're good. So at this point, I'm gonna let that run, see what happens, kind of see where it goes. I'll move my stop up a little bit here. I'm just trying to break out of this. So I mean, my stop's at like 20 points away, 30 points away. So I'm gonna let this run. Zero risk on this trade now. Let's just make some money. Gonna be trying to look for some options trades. Okay, I guess these SoFi contracts are coming through. 20%. I mean, it's a small position, but like, honestly, this was kind of like a risky trade, to be honest with you. These are almost in the money. I bought the 650s. But I think selling premium on Mara is probably a bad idea if we're going to get a rip here. Mara is killing it. 59 cents last week. I was thinking that it was, if you look here, I was thinking it was going to mess with this gap up. But it didn't. I thought it was going to fill this gap here, honestly, is what I was looking for on this gap on Mara, but didn't happen. Most I could lose on this trade is like $100. So we're gonna ride it. But yeah, UVXY getting crushed now. So I'm most likely going to be assigned these shares right in here. Yeah, we're moving good. Let's see what else we got. Going on here. Man, that's crazy. All right, I'm gonna move my stop up a little bit. I'm gonna move my stop up on Ninja here, just in case. I mean, I guess I could let it run. I'm out 40 points on this. But let's pull up to like 798. Let's not leave it all out there, you know. The biggest drawback I have about this is like let's do 798. It's hard to get, like, when you're dragging your stop up and down, it's hard to get the exact price because of your mouse. And also I have a super high sensitivity on my mouse. So let's see if we can get a little dip and rip. We'll see. If it just dips and dies, then, you know, I'll get stopped out. But so we'll see. I got one contract I'm playing with here. I mean, I took profits here at 20 points. This one's just above 20 points. I get a little extra on this, but I don't know does it have more to give, guys? What do you guys think? Does it have more to give? Hold on a second. I'm just not, like, honestly, I'm just not seeing if, like, I don't want to get too involved before CPI. You know what I mean? I'm good with, if I just do a couple trades here, I'm good. We're just in the first 30 minutes, so maybe an opportunity will arise. All right. We're pushing higher. And these bears are getting the squeeze, man. They're getting, like, if you've been shorting this rally, which a lot of people have, I mean, they're getting a little jacked up. And they really didn't, like, I was waiting for more of a fight this morning. They didn't fight at all. That's why I was like kind of cautious, because I was just like, I think maybe they're gonna, but they're really okay. And now you see how we have ad pushing up too. Like, this is nice. I might get stopped out here. We'll see. I'm good with getting stopped out. I'm making money. But yeah, I'm having a good time. So this morning is actually this morning has been the least stressful morning of opens I've had in a long time. I'll be honest with you. If you watch, I had some live streams last week. I was just like, I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my mind. SPY 411. You guys getting into any positions? Nvidia is looking not good. I mean, Nvidia is looking a little rough here. It might stop me out on the NASDAQ here. Nvidia. Well, let's see if they stop. Let's see if they stop me out here. We'll see. We're getting a little. So what I'm looking at here is, if the NASDAQ, this is the hourly candle, is the NASDAQ going to top out here? ES looks pretty good. It could push higher, but, oh, you guys can't see that. Looking right here. Hourly candles right here. Amazon hourly looks great. Amazon's looking great. Tesla's looking great. You short Neo? Man, you got some balls, bro. Short Neo. I mean, EV's running right now. EV's running hot. EV, I would be careful of EV, but yeah, they might stop me out here. Let's see. I got about 10 point thing here. I mean, it was a good run, no doubt. But if this thing just dies, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing just dies. And Amazon got a little clapped here. Amazon. It all kind of depends on what's going to happen with these candles. Like, we're either going to be pushing the highs here or we're not. Like, that's it. Like, we're either going to be pushing these, making these highs, or this is the high. I just don't like how slow we're moving, because, like, when things really do come together, like, it can be momentum to the downside. Like, if we get some action here, I mean, we got a nice pop here. You can definitely make some money. I made some money here, but just have to be patient. That's the thing about this market. Like, we're still not stopped out. So, I mean, I don't know. Is it gonna? I don't know. That's the thing. Like, people are like, how do you know? I don't know. I just like take my shot, and it might work out. It might not work out, and that's how you trade. Like you don't know. I mean, you try to put the odds in your favor, right? But you don't know if this thing's gonna rip to infinity, or we just, we crater. I still want to get back in the market after a year, and I feel mentally stable again. Yeah, just go slow, man. Like, if you're concerned about your mental health, right? Scale way down. Like, you're trading way too big. Like, feel like you gotta, when you're trading, you gotta feel almost nothing, right? You gotta feel like, okay, and that might be, $10 for you, might be $100 for you, might be $1,000 for you. I don't know, but you have to find that point of stability. Why are we going so slow? I mean, it's kind of bullish we're going so slow, but this is the slowest market open I've seen. I mean, we're up 1%. Most of this was the gap up. I mean, SPY's up 1%. We'll see. We'll kind of see what happens here, because on this candle you're starting to see some negative delta. It's 905, so you're starting to see some negative delta here. So I don't know if we're gonna have some red candles here, but like, I mean, like, look at this, what I was talking about this morning. So we have 2200 delta on this candle. This is one we got in here. I got in here, and that I was looking, like, this morning was 200, 200, 300, 150, 400 was slow, right? And then we got to 2000. That was the one to get on right here. All right, we're probably getting stopped out here because it looks like the market's coming down. So Meta short 170 looks interesting to me. I'm just trying to. I do like to short Meta, but I don't know. I don't know if I want how committed I want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, how aggressive do you guys want to be? How aggressive do you guys want to be before CPI? Are you guys laying in? You guys like, nah, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna be careful. Well, it didn't stop me out. Are you gonna push new high? Are you gonna push a new high here? So, depending on where, if I don't get stepped out, I'll move my stop up here on this next 15-minute candle. This I'm trading on the Ninja Trader. I'm trading 15-minute increments right here. So, I'll move my stop up kind of every 15 minutes. See how it goes. Yeah, we pushed a new high right here, 824.25. Sometimes you get like a blow off the top and then the crater. Like, that's what I've been noticing. Like, you'll get the blow off the top and then the crater, trap a bunch of people, take out a bunch of stops, and then they crater it. Which I hope is not the case, but like, you got to keep an open mind in this market, because they play some games, man. Anybody who's still trading in 2022, and I know there's a lot of people that came through the UVH fam 2020, 2021 who've got blown up, right? They blow up their accounts. If you're still in 2022 trading, you know the games that they're playing. You know what I'm talking about. You know they're coming for you. Like, I know, like I know in the back of my mind, they most likely will tap this stop and rip it back up. Like, just, and it happens. Like, you just have to be okay with it, because you'll get in. I mean, it's not like I'm losing money. I mean, I'm in money. I'm making money right now. There's no way I can lose on this trade. So I'm not mad if they do it. It's just frustrating the amount of times that they do it. Kind of get what I'm saying. So I mean, I kind of like this. I would like, if I was trading, I would probably, like, if I was gonna put another order in, I'd probably buy this right here. But I already have my runner's up 50 points right now. So, not a bad start to Monday. But I don't know. Are they gonna rip it up here? Let's see what else is going on. See what else is going on here. Let me see if I can. Let me see here. What you can do when the market comes for you. Listen, man, that's why I take my profits, and if they come for me, at least I'm green. You know what I mean? Like, at least I'm green. All right, so let's see what's going on with. See if there's anything going on that's interesting here. What's today? Today's the 12th. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me trying to see if No, looks like they still want. Looks like they still want to push it. I mean, I kind of like the 170 puts on Meta, but you know.
Order filled.
I think I'm gonna take this off. I'm just gonna take it off, and I'm gonna take profits. Up another. I was up 40, 50 points on this. Gonna take it easy here. I mean, they might push it, but I'm gonna try to look for another entry. I just don't. Let's see, what am I up right now? So, I mean, I'm up 150 bucks right now. I mean, the deltas are kind of struggling here. I mean, it might be consolidation, but we're you know, we'll see. But let's look at some option. Let's look at some option flow here. See what we can do. See if there's anything going. Let's see if there's anything going on. But like, I would be fine like closing the day out 150 bucks. Like, I'm not hating on that. I barely sweated, which is like a lot different than the normal opens we've been having. Let's see here. Let's look at this meta flow. Nothing out of the ordinary on meta. Some Neo orders this morning. Yeah, meta short. Should I short meta? Let me see here. Let's see. Oh, I'm kind of interested in the meta short. Let's take a look here. So if I was gonna short meta, let's see. Maybe go for the $35. I mean, these are kind of at the lows. These puts here, kind of at the lows. Maybe 27 delta. Go for the 27 deltas. Let's see what the low is on these. 149. $150. Maybe just try 2 contracts. I'm just gonna do 2 contracts on meta. All right, I just went in small, two contracts, meta. I'll put my so I'm in at 169. The low here is 147. So I could lose like 40 bucks at the lows. So let's see here. Let's put some orders in. I'll just close out one. They don't like in Tastyworks, they don't let you stack these. So my stop loss, let's just put in 140. So that's the 17%, and then we'll take a we'll see if we can get 20%. Is that 203? 60? Let's put in $2. 18%. Kind of see. Sell one, then I'll try to keep one as a runner. Okay. So try to short. I'll try to short meta. See what happens. See if we can get this. So bottom for 169. They're at 170 right now. The 165 puts. And Nvidia is not going great here. Nvidia's kind of chopping. Market's kind of chopping. I mean, SPY looks ready for like its next leg up, you know. But yeah, if I get stopped out, of Meta, I get stopped out of Meta. If not, I don't. We good. I just don't really like the long here right now, you know what I mean? Like I just don't like it. I mean, nothing going on. So we'll kind of see here if there's anything going on in the news. So then that could just let these, I'll either make money on these meta contracts or get stopped out, and that'll probably be like my last trade for the day because I'm just kind of chopping right now. So Nvidia, let's see Nvidia here. Yeah, what an ugly chart on Nvidia. I mean, this is horrible. It hit 132.70 is the low. This is all short covering. I'm not sure. We'd have to look at like gamma and stuff. I mean, like, and if you kind of look at the NASDAQ, I mean, you can kind of see we've been in like multiple. So we had the first bear market rally back in here, which is March, right? Then we had another mini one back in here, and then this was a more extended one where, you know, everyone and their brother, like Jim Cramer, everything's like, we're putting in the lows. We put the lows in for the year. Buy all you can, right? And then, you know, we got decimated again, and now we're having another rally here. So I mean, like, you know, what's it gonna be? We're getting a little pop here. All right, so we're pushing new highs again. Consolidating right here on the 1 minute, making another push up. So yeah, I mean, if Meta breaks the high, we'll get stopped out. But I mean, it'll be a small loss, right? Made pretty good money on the NASDAQ today, so can't complain. Pretty easy day. Nice push from 410.80 to 411 like 50. So if Meta's push, like for me to get stopped out, it's gonna have to break this high, which then will mean I was wrong. So I'm down 5% on those contracts right now. Here's another push on the NASDAQ. Okay, so SPY and NASDAQ are pushing pretty good. I mean, this like SPY straight vertical right now. SPY is actually I like the way SPY is moving over the NASDAQ. Nvidia is trying to join the party too. Microsoft is chilling. Microsoft is chilling right now. $267. I mean, nothing really red on here. Banks are, let's see the banks. Banks are always doing good. Banks are always doing good in this market, right? Neo's pushing. Neo's pushing. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's just yeah. I would be careful about Neo. Like if you're trying to short that, I don't think I'm not gonna even touch it. Let's see, Tesla stalled out here at 305. I know I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying above 300, 305 was their target. So not surprised at getting stalled out here. Everyone and the brother wanted 300 break, and 305 was their target. Saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of that on Twitter. But yeah, we're just chilling. It's like not going anywhere. Meta stuck too. So Meta needs to break this basically needs to get back to like 170.75. Yeah, I mean we're moving slow. No data out, no. So I anticipate. That's kind of why I'm not going to push my luck today. You know, I would anticipate that people are not going to be going nuts before CPI, and we got let's see, do we have any Fed speakers? No Fed this week. So just economic data to be pushing out. So no Fed this week, but I mean, we do have CPI, we did the federal budget, producer price index, jobless claims, retail sales. I mean, it's pretty data heavy, guys. So that's why I'm not surprised. Like today's kind of like gap and go and kind of moving slow. Let's see what's going on with these SoFi contracts. Meta's starting to crack down a little bit here. Let's see what's going on with SoFi. Okay. Nothing's going on. Nothing going on with SoFi. Wonder if I should kill some of those contracts, because I mean they're not we're not going anywhere. So I bought these for 15 cents. These SoFi contracts. I bought these contracts 15 cents. SoFi went up to this morning. SoFi went up to 649 was the high. I guess we'll just see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, might just leave it alone. So right now, this is kind of what my stack looks like. So these opened up at $1.99. So they're either going to come down, hit the 140. It's kind of holding right now. This hit a low of 147. It's contracts. It might come down. So if we get a rip here, these contracts are about to get stopped out. So we got a little rip. So I mean, I probably is not a whole lot going on. I mean, this is we're stalled out. You guys trading anything? You guys stuck too, because we're all, I mean, I'm glad. I'm definitely glad that I got in on this rip, right, and made some money here, because we're just, whew. UVXY is actually bouncing. So my break even on UVXY is 940. UVXY, you know, it's always good to have a little hedge. UVXY is coming up here, so at 911. So I get assigned those shares. So I need like 944. So I'm a little bit underwater on UVXY short put, but we're starting to wake up. We're starting to wake up. So I anticipate that like UVXY and VIX are gonna, you know, get a little bit rowdy this week, you know, with the CPI. So I mean, if we can get UVXY to skyrocket, make some money on that put, would be nice. If not, guess I'm gonna have 100 shares of UVXY. Spy notching new highs here. So I mean, you know, today's been pretty controlled. We're just kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So down 2% on the meta contracts. Just going nowhere. I would like for these meta contracts to kind of start paying out, but we are not going anywhere. I mean, typically, like, this is a, you know, what you would call this a bullish pennant. Typically, you would buy this, but these were a lot easier to hit in the bull market, and like now they fail a lot of time. I mean, I would say it was a little bit risky. That's why I went in small. It was a little bit risky to short meta. I mean, it's above VWAP. I mean, the market's moving up. I mean, it's definitely, the odds are not in my favor in this. I just know that we might, you know, if meta can come back down, I don't need to go down to the lows or anything. If meta can come down to like 169, that sell will trigger for that one contract, and then I'll keep that one runner. So I'll sell that one contract, and then I'll keep that one runner. And you know, if you guys notice, like my goal here, just stack small wins after small wins after small wins. I'm not trying to hit home runs. I just go for the very repetitive process over and over and over again. That's how I make money. I just stick to rinse and repeat instead of like, oh yeah, I need a 500% winner to make money here. No, you don't. Just base hits, do it 10, 20, 100 times, you're going to make more money. Guarantee it. I mean, all I did was take base hits on the NASDAQ. I made like 150, so, you know. If the market was moving more, we'd have more opportunity, but this thing is not moving at all. I mean, this is the slowest I've seen the market move in a minute. So that's why you got to be careful. That's why I took my trade off, because like I don't like the way it's moving, and typically, like, if volatility does kick up, it's probably going to be to the downside. Right now, my main thing is I'm trying to see if meta can break this 170. If meta holds 170, then, you know, I'm gonna close this out. But it might hold. It might hold. I mean, volume's not looking great here. Nvidia's chopping. Let's see what AMD's doing here. AMD's red. AMD not great. DraftKings doing good for the football season unlocking here. I mean, DraftKings in the last, I like DraftKings. It's just, I mean, they got crushed. They got actually annihilated. Come on, crack it, crack it, crack it. But I mean, it's kind of nice, and that's why, like, I was talking about setting stops and stuff. Like, it's nice just to put your orders in. Whatever happens, happens. You're not going to lose your shirt. You're going to either make money, you're going to lose money. You're okay. I'm up. I have a, actually surprised today. I have a 100% win rate. I might lose on these meta contracts. I mean, the last time I had probably 100% win rate was like a month or two ago. Like, which, we're not closed out. I'm not closed out yet. So I mean, Nasdaq's still trying to push, even though it's going at a snail's pace. You got VIX waking up. VIX at 3%. Gap up on the VIX, up 3%. Looks like it wants to make a run up, right? So that's like my concern here. Like, if we start getting some volume, start getting some sell pressure, VIX is gonna go through the roof. Possibly test 25. That's what I mean. Like, if they push this up and then there's downside, this is kind of a tricky part right here. Tricky market right now. Yeah, I don't know about SoFi. Let's see. I might just exit these break even. Maybe close half my position. I got 7 calls. I don't, in this market, I'm just not in the mood to go to 0. You know what I mean? Even though those contracts are only 15 cents. Let's see what that options chain's doing here. So I mean, I could get out break even right now on these. I guess we'll see what happens. If it doesn't hold this area here, I mean, it might hold. So these this morning opened up at 14 cents. They went as high as 19 cents. I mean, that was probably a pretty good gain there. I mean, 14 cents to 19 cents. Man, what's going on with VIX? You guys seeing this? I don't know. I feel like something was going to happen. I feel like something was going to happen here. I mean, VIX is trying to break out. Let's see what we're doing on the order flow here. So, I mean, we had this push here. Support levels were pushed in from basically 760, 799, 800. So if it starts testing these areas, it could get a little dicey because there's a lot of buyers in here. We're starting to see a little bit more negative delta. I mean, it just could be accumulation. But we'll see. We're gonna see. Let's see if buyers step in here because this is just chopping. Meta's making a push right now. So Meta is pushing. SoFi is not. Let's see what happens. Chop, chop, chop. I'm averaging on my short position. Yeah, like what's gonna happen here? We're all kind of just like, I mean, they could crush shorts today and then come in, come in for the call holders tomorrow. We might be early on this short. So far, Meta is pushing. I might get stopped out here on Meta if it breaks out of this range. Nasdaq's not helping though. Nasdaq's starting to sell. We'll see. It's kind of chopping, so we'll see if Nasdaq can start breaking down here. We might have some hope for this Meta position. But so far, this thing's going nowhere. We'll see, because I mean, I'm obviously not gonna short the Nasdaq, but like, so it's back to exactly where I sold. So I sold at 814.75. So it's back here. All of this has just been chopping back and forth. So either, they're gonna give out here, or they're building up for the next, have a nice consolidation here, building up for the next leg up. So are you gonna build up for the next leg up? What are you guys gonna do here, huh? So Meta is going to push 171, probably going to shake me out of this. Yeah, right now it's 50-50, guys. Like this is literally a 50-50 shot. like it could go up more, it could go down more, and that's why like I'm not trading futures here. Like I'm not gonna try to guess which way we're going. Like it's just not happening for me. Made some money. The worst thing that you could do is keep trading and give your gains back. And I'm in the Meta contracts right now, so I'm fine with that. So like you could like when it's chopping back and forth like this, when you're trading futures, when it's chopping back and forth like this is where you lose money. We need it to choose a direction. And we need momentum. Like there's like no momentum right now. We're just for the last we're going on 45 minutes of it just in the same price. It's been the same price for 45 minutes. So Amazon looks kind of interesting here. 135. I was thinking about those one. I was thinking about Amazon 135 calls last week, and I didn't pull the trigger. Also, last week I was thinking about Tesla 280 calls, and I didn't pull the trigger. It's just like in this market, it's hard to hold calls overnight. So either bulls have to step in right now, pretty soon here. because they're going nowhere. They gotta hold this. I mean, Bulls have it in, kind of in their favor right now, but I mean, we know how the Bulls been doing lately. Let's see if Meta gets out of this range. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I'm probably gonna step off here, go do something else instead of watch this, leave my stops in and just let it ride. Because I mean, I feel pretty good. I don't want to overtrade the day. I feel pretty good about how I traded Nasdaq this morning. I don't want to put myself in a position where you start giving up gains, trying to guess where the market's going to go. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Here we go. So I need Meta to break 170. Is really what it comes down to. These meta contracts, they just hit a low. They almost stopped me out. They hit a low of 146. My stop was 140. Now they push green. And these SoFi. If SoFi goes red, I'm gonna cut these contracts on SoFi. All right, this is what I was looking for. So we got a break of 170 on Meta. Meta below VWAP. So let's see if I can get that $2 for the contract. Let's see if I can get $2 for the contract, and then $2 might be a lot. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. So nice red candle on Meta. I don't know if you guys are trading, but nice red candle on Meta. Obviously, this is not investment advice, for entertainment purposes only. But all right, starting to see some green on Meta. Let me put a stop in for these SoFi contracts, and if SoFi's at the lows, let's just cut it. Lose $14. Who cares? I got out of SoFi, sold all my contracts. Not gonna hold that. Lost $21. Let's see if they give us a little bit more momentum. So I need them. So I needed them to break 170. To hit my target, I probably need them to be below 169. So it needs a hole below VWAP here. So we're at, it's doing a VWAP test right now. So the question is this going to hold or not hold? Kind of ugly. Apple sell. Let's see, Nasdaq. So looking at the delta here, so we got 1200 delta, negative 1200 delta, negative 13. So decent size sell pressure on this candle right here. VIX, UVXY popping up. Let's see what it's gonna do here. Is it gonna pop it back up to 170, or are we gonna get a little crushed here? But yeah, what a boring day. I mean, boring days are good because I mean you can make decent money on boring days. It's just like it's like watching paint dry. They're trying to save this dip a little bit here. Yeah, VIX. I mean, VIX up 3%. I wouldn't ignore VIX. I would not ignore it. I mean, if they come in and crush VIX, then you're like, okay, well, you know, it wasn't gonna work out. But like, VIX up, market up. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. They're gonna play some games. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but they're gonna play some games. But yeah, I would definitely be careful going long a position when it's doing this. I mean, we have so I'm looking at this Mara position. So Mara's down. Mara hit 15.15. This is down. I mean, it's almost down $1. It's down 90 cents from the highs today. I'm gonna keep my short position on Mara. I'm gonna keep my short position, because this thing got crushed. So I might just like either get stopped out or just, you know, kind of go about my day and see what happens. I just want to see if this. I just want to see here if this is gonna have a leg lower. Like, these legs to form here are taking forever today. Literally forever. Mara's selling pretty good. What I like about Mara is, like, if you're selling premium there, they actually, the premium is actually really nice in there. If you're a premium seller, Mara is nice. It moves big. Like, you can already see it's already moved like 90 cents today. It's a $14 stock on Mara. All right, let's go. Let's bring it down. Let's bring Meta down. Bring Meta back to red. I'm just surprised it like gap lower. So like, if we're looking at Meta, I mean, I'm surprised we were pushing 170.50 a little bit after hours, but this thing dipped down to 167 this morning. Yeah, the market's fighting this. I mean, if this pops back up to 170, I'm just gonna close out Meta, because I just don't want to deal with it, you know. So I'll take a small loss if this pops up to like 170, back up in this range and just chopping. Like, I'm not gonna sit around and wait all day, you know. It's just not worth it. But if we can get this right now, like, I like that it's under VWAP as we're having a little test here. If it can hold below, things are gonna be looking good in my direction here. But if it pops up above 170, things will not be looking good, and I will exit the position and move on about my day. So let me cancel my order here. This is my pop-up. So let me cancel my order. I'm going to get ready to put another order in. If Meta pops up above 170 again, I'm going to cancel my bracket order, and I'm just going to get ready for it if it pops up. I'm just gonna exit. Put a limit order in for what? 160. I'll put a limit order in for I'll just put a market order in for if it pushes above 170. I'm just gonna close it out. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm not gonna sit around here and wait for it to. I mean, it looks like the market looks like we're gonna be making another push higher. But let me see what those deltas are coming in at right now. And we're having, let's see, this candle's been open 5 minutes. We're having some positive deltas right now come through, but I mean it's not the strongest. So let's see. Let's see. VIX is holding. VIX is holding. So Meta still. I mean, this is like watching paint dry, guys. This is this is bad. This is bad. And up on these contracts right now, on these Meta contracts, up 6% right now. About ready to call it a day, get some breakfast going, you know. All right, can it crack this low here? So 169.35, can it crack it? It's just not giving it to me. Got NASDAQ running. I'm gonna put my stop on these break even, and if it doesn't happen, let's see, I paid 169 for these. So I'm gonna put an order in. So I'm just gonna put in an order for 169, and if I get stopped out, I'll be break even. We're not losing any money today. Okay, so I put a stop in for my contract here, 169. It's at 175 right now. If it goes lower, it goes lower. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I don't lose any money, so it's all good. It's all good. So I'm not trying to battle that. We're gonna let it ride. But I'm probably taking off here. But I mean, this looks pretty good. Like, it looks pretty good for a short. Like a, oh, here we go. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. VIX popping. We're getting some sell pressure. All right, hold on. It might be good. It might be good. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna let these contracts ride. I have my stop right now for both these contracts at break even. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know. So we're gonna let those ride. I'm gonna pop off here. You guys have a safe day. I mean, I made about $150 on futures. Closed out $20 loser on SoFi. Got a runner on right. I got Meta running right now. So you know, we'll see what happens. You guys have a great rest of your week. Hope you made some money today. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.